So this is just rumors, but it looks like
Fuck you. Here we go again.
Alexander Volkanovski.
Why would Volkanovski have to defend his title in Russia? Figure it out, UFC.
They're there, and it's against Movsar Evloev.
Who is he? It's
know.
Volkanovski. I didn't mean to rhyme there. But, dude, this fight should take place in Australia or in America. Why the fuck would the defending world champion, the former number one pound-for-pound guy, have to risk his belt in Russia? Fuck off, dude. You don't think out of anybody? I get it with these new guys, or if they're guys, ranked 10 through 5, send them to these new locations to build the fan base. But Volkanovski hasn't earned the right to defend his belt? What's better for the champ? That's how this should operate. Like when Strickland was coming up, it's like you're having him fucking fight in Australia all the goddamn time? Makes no fucking sense. No sense. I don't get this. I do not get this.
What if they pay him like way more money since it'll be their like first time in Russia?
No, because it's short-sighted. Because it's Russia, so the judge is going to be corrupt as fuck. The sleeping arrangements, all that bullshit. Volkanovski has to worry about his food, his diet, cutting weight, all this shit. And let's say they're like, we're going to give you an extra $5 million. Cool. It's so short-sighted because if Volkanovski loses that one, in the end, he's going to end up making less money. He's not going to defend his belt. He's not going to get pay-per-view money, pay-per-view points. No. I'd rather take less money, fight at the fucking Apex or wherever you want to fight in Australia because Volkanovski can beat him. It just doesn't make sense. You're not setting Volkanovski up for success. And he's earned it. Mosov hasn't. Fuck. Russia. Playoffs. What else you got?
This is a little outside of MMA, but let's see. Hold on. So Dana White apparently got some ballerina that was arrested and put in jail for like a year because she donated to some cause for Ukraine, and then whatever Russia found out about it, and then they locked her up. So he was able to get her out because of Donald Trump.
Well, and the reason they got her out is her boyfriend or husband is a famous boxer.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, I used to train with him at Boxenberg. Yeah.
Holy shit. And it was like a swap for another, prisoner here.
Yeah, we got the ballerina, and they got like some terrible terrorist. Yeah.
But I'll just play this real quick.
Didn't seem fair, but, thank God she got out.
It's like person released.
It's like when we trade Brittany Griner.
Could you speak on
for that arms dealer?
What your role in that?
So when we had the fight in Australia in Sydney, I got a call from a friend of mine and asked if he could come by.
It's Peter Berg.
My hotel room and talk to me, and I said of course. And he came by and told me the story.
It's Peter Berg.
And then asked if I would go to the president because I guess they had been working for like a year with the old administration trying to get it released and couldn't get it done. So they asked if I would.
Because Peter Berg's super close with the boxer, super close. I think he used to manage him, and it's his girlfriend or wife that was in prison over in Russia. They've been working on it for a while. Also, don't send money to Ukraine when you're in Russia, right?
Yeah, it's all
worst trade in WNBA history. Brittany Griner for that terrorist.
That was
awful trade. That's it. 1 for 1.
And was it actual weed or was it just a vape something?
It was a weed vape pen.
So there was actual weed in there, cannabis in there. Okay. So over the weekend was that Eddie Hall and Marius Pudzianowski fight, and apparently Eddie Hall destroyed.
Yeah, I saw the highlights. Yeah,
I didn't realize that. I thought freaking Eddie Hall was shorter, but apparently he's 6'2", and Marius is or 6'1", and Marius is shorter than him. I thought Marius was like gigantic.
Oh, interesting. I thought Eddie Hall was shorter too.
Right. So when you see this like picture here, it's like what?
God, Pudzianowski's still Jack City.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's 6'2". Eddie Hall's 6'2". I had no idea. I thought he was like 5
he's
something.
An interesting dude. Pudzianowski's
6'1". Yeah.
How old is Pudzianowski? God damn. I remember watching him on ESPN Ocho as a kid. Bro, I couldn't get enough of him. 48.
He's my age.
313 pounds of all muscle. Just grade A beef.
Yeah.
dog.
Insanely
What'd that
jacked.
dick do? Good God. The boy's jacked. He's like the first strong man that actually looked strong, not just big. He's my favorite. His English was terrible on there. What else you got?
This was weird. So at some point during the Anthony Smith fight, he was pointing at, this is like near the end, he was pointing at someone in the crowd and giving him a middle finger.
It's so weird. He's had such a great career. He's accomplished so much. He's still one of the 1% of fighters who retire and actually have a gig. You know, most guys retire and you got BJ Penn shit. He has a gig. He's going to be fine. He's better than most. And he's fucking, it's your last fight and you're flipping off a fan.
It was bizarre. And then also, what's also bizarre is his opponent was trying to hold him. It didn't make any sense. All the stuff did not make sense.
Yeah, the Chinese RoboCop was like, what are you doing?
So you see he's pointing here.
I'm not sure he's flipping off here.
He's like, don't go over there, dude.
I have no idea. It's somebody in the crowd.
Oh, wow.
But they don't know if that's actually he's pointing at. Like, they don't know who. Like, what
I think it is. And that guy's like, whoa.
Yeah. That was, super bizarre.
But that's exactly what those guys look like. You can't give them time of day. That guy was so out of shape.
If that was, that's
him.
the guy that okay,
guy's
yeah.
so out of shape.
Yeah.
And if Anthony went in the stands, my Lord, the guy would have a.
For his last retirement fight.
I would have
too.
loved that.
That would have been cool. All right, this is the last current event, and this is because Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero they're fighting this weekend as well.
Great fight.
Yeah, and then this is the trash talk, and it's just very odd.
I know you better than you know you at this point. I know everything about you, and you know that. And aside from that,
I don't. I don't know that.
yeah, you do.
Why would I know? How?
I know
Makes no
everything
sense.
about you.
Do you?
I truly do.
That sounds like you're in love with me. Are you in love with me?
I'm not
That's
in love.
f***ing weird.
I'm not in love with you,
Bro,
I
that's
promise
weird.
You, I am. Tell you like this though, like if I
You're
did
weird,
go that
bro.
way,
I ain't gonna lie.
maybe,
You're
but
weird. That's weird, bro.
If I go that way, maybe you're not my type, bro.
This is getting weird.
You're not my type,
This
dude. I already know this. I know some.
Yeah, I got pretty.
This
I
is
got pretty gay.
very odd.
See, if I was going to go that way, I mean, yeah, you're a cute looking guy. I mean, what are you doing after this? I mean, you're not my type. You're like, whoa, dude, no diddy. Yeah, it always gets weird in Ryan Garcia interview. I love that kid.
Yeah.
Let's go, Bo Nickel. Let's go, Bo. USA. Bo Nickel, RDR. Bo, if you don't mollywop him with your Penn State pedigree, I'm going to fucking slam my dick in a door. Hard. With an American flag wrapped around it.
I've seen you do it.
Yep.